Hello there. Today we are opening viewer mail. These are things that very generous and kind people have sent me that they thought I might find interesting. And I have something that I've picked up recently that I want to show you that is going to make my job of filming a lot easier going forward, and I'm really excited about it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get into it. Now, the first package here comes from Chris in San Jose, California. And I'm opening this one first, despite it actually being the very last thing that I picked up literally today, because getting this out in the open is going to make it a little bit easier for me to film the rest of this video, because I can use it with something. And I'm pretty excited about putting these two together, because it's going to give me all of the options I could have. There we go. A box in a box. And oh, interesting. This is all the goodies. Okay. This is a metal half cage that they didn't need. Now, this goes to a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K, like the one that I am filming this with. But I'm not going to be using it with that, because I have actually picked up a second Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K with the help of people who've been watching me stream on Twitch and me putting in money that I've made from other sources. So, first off, I'm really appreciative of everyone who helped kick in to make this a possibility. I opened it on stream over there, and you can check out my initial reactions to that once that VOD goes live. I've been kind of behind on getting those up, but I've actually fully automated everything about putting my stream recordings on my secondary channel now, as far as I can. Obviously, I can't automate thumbnails and titles and descriptions and stuff, but I've gotten all that done as much as I can, so those will be more regular now. But what I've done is put a arm on a desk, and I need to mount the camera to that. And these cameras actually have two 1/4-20 mounts, one on the top, one on the bottom, and I do have two quick mounts on there. But I need the ability to reposition these because it doesn't balance quite right. So you can see how that's not good. So I actually want to try and put the mount slightly farther over for when I hang it, and there's no way of doing that without the cage. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this on right now. And oh, whoa, this has an integrated mounting rail on it. That's super cool. Whoa, okay. This thing just keeps getting better. Okay, I brought the camera up here closer so I can film switching this over, but unfortunately I really only have one good lens. So this is an Olympus 1240 M Zucchio Pro ED model. That's what I use normally. So I actually have a Nikon lens adapted to put onto that camera, because this one is ideally going to be smaller and more nimble. So I'm putting the more adjustable lens that has like autofocus and stuff on it. But yeah, putting the cage on here is actually going to make this really awesome. So one thing again, that mount on there is kind of awesome, because I have this giant mount plate on there, and this slides into a mount that holds the camera to the tripod. I'm not gonna need that because the cage has it built in. Goes this way. So yeah, it'll just hold in there all on its own without needing the plate. So actually, this thing is going to be super duper handy. Let's go ahead and get it on there right now. This one on the top is Arca Swiss style plate. It's a little smaller because it goes to a ball head that I'm using to move the camera when I'm live. So that will actually go probably over here. I might want to go get a 3/8 adapter for that, but for now I'll just put it right there. And then this thing's just coming off. It's not needed anymore. I have no idea how this works. Manual. So I slide the body in like that. The top goes in with this one that is rounded. And then the bottom gets aligned with this plate. And then this will tighten down. Excellent. Now, one of the things about the Blackmagic is that it normally has rubber covers on there, and I've ripped all those off because I hate them. And I don't use those ever at all because they're dumb. Because this thing has basically no battery life, so trying to run it off battery is pointless. So you're pretty much going to have it always plugged in. But yeah, that is so nice. Yeah, one more thing before I put it on the other tripod. With the plate being moved over, it's now perfectly balanced for hanging. Awesome. Okay, 1 camera, 2 camera. This should be pretty handy going forward. I'm really excited about this, and I actually managed to get the control program I use for my camera to run twice by using parallel space on here. So I can actually start and stop both the front-facing camera and the nearby camera from my phone all at once. So this should be pretty cool. But let's continue on with the next package now that comes from James in Pawling, New York. So I am actually not going to remember what the majority of these things are because it's kind of been a while since I've gotten some of these. So yeah, I'm going to not look at it myself here, so I can't see. Eventually I can remember to package this and ship it out. Would have bought this way back when I liked picking up assorted little devices from my local Radio Shack. This would be from one of the times I wasn't having fun by asking if they had any Model 1 accessories, late 80s, early 90s. From James. Okay. Oh, this is that. Okay. This is a Radio Shack calculator. A nice little small one in a landscape orientation. It is quite unusual. It has the manual there. And the warranty card. Ah, cool. Limited warranty. So yeah, 1 year from purchase date. Not a whole lot of time on there, but yeah, this thing, very nice little 4-function calculator with some memory and stuff, solar powered. So if I hold that over, it should start to faint over time. Yep, very nice. I like the little case. This thing is really cool. This reminds me of those credit card calculators, which I actually got a couple of recently, but this is much, much thicker. You wouldn't want that in your wallet, but yeah, that's really cool. Thank you for sending that, James. All right, up next is a package from Dave in Vayner, Ontario, Canada. This, I'm pretty sure, is another calculator. This one was very unusual to me, though, when Dave mentioned it, so I'm really curious here if this is what I'm thinking. And it is. Okay. So this is a Novus 650. Wow, that is interesting. It's way smaller than I thought it was going to be. So let's get this out. I might have to go grab some batteries to try this thing because I very much want to try it. There we go. So this is a bubble LED calculator. It's from just some brand. I'm not familiar with Novus, but you'll notice there's no equals key. It's Enter Plus. You know what? Enter Plus. Is this going to be RPN? Because now I'm not sure. This might be adding machine. Initially, I thought this was RPN. Oh, it's a Nat Semi calculator. Okay, interesting. Well, let me get some batteries here. Okay, and by batteries, I mean battery, because it's a 9-volt calculator. All right, let's see here. All right, so on. There might be something not happy with this thing. Yeah, that battery seems live. May need further investigation because I feel like it should be turning on there. Let me... So I suspect I'm going to need to take this thing apart and take a look at it at some point. But yeah, it's interesting. So let's see, 6 divided by 2. So it'd be enter, clear, 6, enter plus 2 minus. Okay, so it says algebraic notation. I thought it was RPN, but still, it's a really nice little calculator. Simple, but really pretty. And I don't have any national semiconductor calculators, so that's really cool to see. Thank you for sending this in. I will have to take a look at this probably on a stream at some point, because that seems to be where I'm doing most of my repair investigations, because they don't always end up working out. Like, I'm not sure what exactly is going to be bad on this. It might be that there'll be really bad corrosion inside or something. Like, I'm looking at these screws down here, and I'm wondering, should those be yellow? Probably not. So that's a little concerning. But yeah, so we'll see what happens at some point. But yep, thank you for sending that. Okay, up next are 2 packages from Dirk in the Netherlands. And these are kind of an additional thing to go with something else I have. So let's open up this one, because that corner kind of concerns me. But hopefully the thing is far enough inside that that wasn't a problem. Okay, and oh, perfect. That corner was on the other side. Excellent. Okay, so this is a copy of SUSE 7.2 update. And this was especially interesting because actually, I guess I didn't have SUSE 7. So I was previously sent SUSE 6 and 6.1. So that is 7.2. But this box is another copy of SUSE. So let's see which one that is. 6.2. Oh, that's awesome. So we have 6, 6.1, and 6.2, and then 7.2. Oh, that's super cool. So I've been collecting a bunch of different copies of Linux like this, and I haven't done anything yet with them. Well, I've been trying to put together a computer specifically for them, and it's actually starting to really take shape. So hopefully we're going to get to that soon. I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to have installed on it, because there's a limit to how many operating systems you can use, but I am definitely going to have a lot of options. And wow, this is cool having so much now for these things. But yeah, I'm getting quite a number of parts together for that system, and it's going to be pretty cool, I think. So yeah, so we have, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, this is a different desktop environment. So 6.2 is KDE. All right. Where was it? Yeah, KDE 1.1.1. But this is YaST2. Huh. So they dumped KDE on this one. That's interesting, because I didn't recognize that. That looks pretty KDE to me. So, huh. All right. Thank you again for sending these, Dirk. This is going to be great once I can really start getting into all of this stuff. Tons of options. All right, this next package comes from Ryan in New York. Okay, this one has something that I know what is and something that I don't know what is. So the thing that I know what is, well, is pretty visible there. So we'll take a look at this first. So this is basically a hardcover catalog for HP from 1981 that covers all of their test equipment. Wow, that is awesome. So these are like the data sheets, the quick reference, like here's why you would want this. For all this stuff, like, wow, it's amazing how many things they made that this would be useful to have all of this. But yeah, right here, we're obviously into the section that's the most interesting, for me. So here we can see some of those ridiculously crazy, widescreen HP terminals. But, oh man, there's so many great ones in there. And then, oh man, the tall neck terminals. Oh man, those are great. I'm really looking for here though. Oh, look at that drive. Come on. I believe, there we go. Series 80, HP 85, one that I would actually recognize here. Yeah. Oh boy, they got all the good stuff. Whoa, I've never seen that drive before. That's interesting. That looks a lot. So that's an 8-inch drive. First of all, that's crazy. Those are micro drives down there with the 5¼ inch discs. Wow, that is cool to see. But yeah, there is a lot in here. This is a much bigger document binder or book thing. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot in here. Holy moly. See, oh, a drawer for the HP85. That's weird. But yeah. So if this is not available online, if this has not been scanned, I will be using the Caesar scanner to actually get this scanned at some point, because I can do that now. And this opens up very, very well. So this should be pretty simple to get scanned. So yeah, I can do that at some point. So awesome. Thank you for sending that. But we have one other thing here that I was told is for the IBM PC, and I can see that it's an ISA card of some kind now. So let's see what this is. Oh, wow. Okay. That's definitely a handy thing to have. Gonna need a little bit, but that is an unpopulated 6-pack plus RAM expansion card. So this has an RTC on board. You'll put a big coin cell battery in there. I'm not sure what that is offhand, but then you'll put a bunch of 4164 RAM in there, I think. And then that will bring you up to 640K of RAM on an XT system. So that's pretty sweet. I'm not sure what goes in those. I actually have another one of these that's in my compact portable, so I can look at that to double check what it should be. But yeah, that's definitely a handy thing. Thank you for sending that. This is a serial port on there, because that's basically what they always are. So that's probably the serial port controller, but yeah, that is super handy. Up next is a package that I'm not totally sure who to address this to, because I don't like to do last names. I prefer to do first names, and they put their last name with a first initial. So I'm just going to say thank you, L, for sending this in Belpre, Ohio. Now, I do not remember at all what this one might be. So this is a total surprise to both you and me. Oh, whoa. We got a couple of things here. Wow. Okay. So let's take a look at this first. Insert disk. I'm guessing this is install disk. Oh, insert disk for letter. Okay, I will have to do that. But we'll take a look at that in a moment here. So first off, we have an antivirus for Windows. For which version of Windows here? Windows 3.0 or higher. Interesting. All right, thank you. That's unexpected. And then there is this, a TI 4000. I don't remember this. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. If this is what I think this is a long time quest completed. Let me get this plugged in here. No way, because I'm looking at this manual and I'm seeing red there. Is this? Oh, please work. Please work. 120 volts, 50 or 60, okay. Oh, come on. You want to live. Oh man, okay, so this looks to be, I guess, not functional, but based on the manual, this appears to be a red 7-segment LED display desktop calculator. Now, that may not sound that interesting, but I want you to go ahead and try and find an LED desktop calculator. They pretty much don't exist. They were either Nixie, like that, went to VFD, and then LCD. there are almost, but really they mostly stayed VFD. Almost all desktop calculators are VFD. I've never personally encountered an LED desktop calculator. So this is kind of fascinating to me. This looks like it's in phenomenal shape as well. Look at the little final cover. Oh man, that is ridiculous. Wow. Okay, this thing is gonna, and it's, oh man, just this styling, by the way, absolute data math. This thing is gorgeous with the brown beige plastic. Wow. And the keys, I hear a spring, so there may be a contact in there, but wow. Those are nice. They're simple. Oh man, I really want it to work. Why doesn't it work? Oh, you're gonna taunt me, aren't you? Because I want to see it. I think it is. I think it's LED. It really looks like it's either LED or Panaplex. And being TI, it should be LED because they made their own LEDs. That is super cool. Thank you. All right, and the last package is actually the first one I got. It's been here since, wow, March. I didn't realize that. I am so sorry. This comes from Victor in Huntsville, North Carolina. This is a big one here, so let's get this open. And that they're the first person to put a monochrome Tech Tangents logo on something, so that is kind of cool to see. That was a significant part of the logo redesign, was to be able to handle that. So that's cool. All right. This, oh, that's heavy. HP. Thin cloud. Oh, okay. I'm remembering what this is now. You have the old logo on there in monochrome. Yeah, that one didn't work as well, did it? Okay. So I'll get to that in a moment, because I think I know what this is. I want to just look at it really quick. I'm remembering now. Yeah. This is, whoa, okay, but I guess that makes sense. Wow, that is fancy. So a while ago, I took a look at a, interesting, a Dell Zero client that I bought at Goodwill, and I didn't know what a Zero client was at the time. I thought it was a thin client. And Victor reached out about this, which is an actual thin client. This is, I believe, a real computer, as opposed to the other one, which was basically a glorified micro terminal. But thank you. Yeah, this, which I'm not going to have the opportunity to turn on today, but it has a VESA mount there. We have this always makes me laugh. These weird commercial grade systems. We have dual display ports, probably gigabit Ethernet, and then we have serial and VGA. That never isn't amusing. This thing is unusual there. Is that a Kensington lock? I don't know. That's strange. But yeah. And then USB ports on the front, super speed. I can't see if there are the additional conductors in the back there for this to be USB 3.0, but yeah, that's interesting. So I'm not sure exactly what I will do with this, but I will probably figure something out. I've had some times where I've wanted to do something with a really basic computer, like a remote interface for my terminal, or actually, you know, with Serial being right there, this might actually be a great little system to just have for experimenting with terminals. Get some Linux on here, just pop a connection in right there, just set it next to the system. That could be cool. So yeah, maybe I'll get some Linux on there and figure out some terminal stuff. But yeah, thank you for sending that. I don't know quite what the use case will be, but that's got me interested. So thank you. Well, thank you to everyone who sent something. There are definitely some things here that are going to make for some interesting videos at some point, and some things that I just look forward to getting to, like scanning that book or getting that calculator working. That's going to really drive me nuts. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who sent something, and thank you. If you enjoyed this video, you may want to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to help out, then you can find me on Patreon. But that is it for now, and I will see you next time.